The fastest muscle growth of your entire training life usually happens in your first year, not in your fifth year, not after you've optimized everything. It happens at the very start, and most people don't even realize it's happening. The ones who do, 12 months later, they look completely different. And if you're a beginner right now, you're in it. Here's what every beginner thinks when they start training. They see the gap between where they are and where they want to be, and think it's going to take forever. Building an elite physique? Yeah, that takes years. But building a body that looks noticeably different, the kind of change people actually comment on, happens faster at the beginning than at any other point in your training life. For most beginners, their body hasn't been exposed to consistent progressive resistance yet. So, here's how you actually use this cheat code. As a beginner, you don't need to split your body into chest days and arm days and all that. Your body responds to everything right now. All you need is one full body session that hits 4 things: push, pull, legs, core. That's your entire program. Let's break each one down and start with the one most beginners butcher. Push-ups. And before you roll your eyes, push-ups done right, at the right level, will absolutely destroy your chest, shoulders, and triceps. The key word is right level. Most beginners skip this and immediately try standard push-ups when they're not ready. Terrible form and zero gains. So first, figure out where you actually are. Start at whichever level you can do with good form. You need to do at least 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps per set. That's your baseline. And here's the rule. When 3 sets of 12 feels genuinely easy, you move to the next level. Now, maybe some of you are already thinking, okay, push-ups are great, but what if I want something more dynamic? Something that gets me moving differently? Maybe a run, and running is fine for endurance. But if your goal is improving how your body looks and performs, there are more efficient options. Jump rope is one of them, because it's not just cardio, it's rhythm, timing, calves, coordination. And when you add resistance, it becomes upper body work too. That's why I use cross rope. This video is sponsored by them, and honestly, it couldn't fit better. Most people think jump rope is just jump rope, a warm-up, something you do before the real training. But Crossrope figured something out. When you make the rope weighted, everything changes. Your forearms have to fight it. Your shoulders have to control it. Your core has to stabilize the whole thing every single rep. The ropes come in different weights, and you can swap them out easily. So as you get stronger, the resistance increases with you. Same system we've been talking about this whole video. The app isn't just a timer either. It gives you structured workouts, interval guidance, skill progressions, and tracks your sessions so you're not just randomly jumping. If you want to check it out, the link is in the description and the pinned comment. Pull, and this is where most beginners get humbled. Maybe 1 rep, maybe 2, and then you're done. That's not a problem. It's just your starting point. The goal isn't to force full pull-ups, it's to progress intelligently. Here's the progression you need to do. Each level trains the same pulling pattern. We're just adjusting how much of your body weight you're lifting. Your job isn't to rush to the top, it's to own the level you're on. Pick the highest variation you can perform with clean, controlled reps. Aim for 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. When you can hit 3 clean sets of 12 and it feels genuinely controlled, that's your signal to move up. Legs. And I know, nobody wants to hear this. Your legs are the biggest muscle group in your body. Skipping them is leaving the fastest gains on the table, especially as a beginner. Leg training releases more muscle-building hormones than any other movement. The progression here is straightforward and very effective. Level 1, bodyweight squats. Level 2, Bulgarian split squats. Level 3, single leg squats. Each level increases the demand without needing external weight. Start at the highest level you can control with clean form. 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. When you can perform 3 sets of 12 smoothly, no wobbling, no collapsing, you move up. Last is core. And core doesn't mean crunches. Core means the entire system that keeps your spine stable when you move. Train it right, and it makes every other movement stronger. Ignore it, and your push-ups, pull-ups, and squats all suffer. The progression here focuses on stability. Level 1, dead bugs. Level 2, plank holds. Level 3, hollow body holds. Same principle as everything else. You start at your level and progress when it feels controlled. For dead bugs, 3 sets of 10 controlled reps per side. For plank and hollow holds, 3 sets of 30 to 60 seconds. When you can maintain full control, no shaking, no lower back arching, for the top end of the range, you move up. It looks simple because it is simple, but simple is what works when your body responds to everything. 12 months from now, someone's going to ask what you've been doing. Make sure you have an answer.